Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen we're making some easy, delicious, buttery breadsticks. So let's get started. First off, in the bowl of your stand mixer, we're adding 1 cup of warm water, about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 240 mils. To that, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of sugar. We want our yeast to wake up in a wonderful, sweet, happy environment. It's like getting a little back rub in the morning. And of course, our star ingredient is 1 package, 1/4 ounce of active dry yeast. That's 2 1/4 teaspoons. Give that a whisk, and we're gonna set this aside for about 5 minutes or until it's nice and foamy. In the meantime, melt 3 tablespoons of butter in a little bowl. All right. This looks beautiful. Take a look at how that big mound of bubbles is. I'm gonna grab a scale. Right now, I'm gonna add 2 cups or 240 grams of all-purpose flour. Ooh, nice, perfect. And now I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of melted butter, but if you want, you could use oil instead. I love the smell of like nice butter. Nice butter smells so amazing. Okay, it's time to grab your mixer and a dough hook, and we're gonna mix this up. All right, pop that bowl on, along with your dough hook. We're gonna mix this on low until it's just combined. And by the way, homemade breadsticks are so good. It's like a cross between an amazing dinner roll and garlic bread, because we're gonna brush these with butter. There's gonna be garlic and parmesan, and they're just like perfect to snack on and like make any dinner a little bit more special. And yes, the boys love these. Lachlan and George will eat them up, they'll dip them. Now, after about a minute of mixing, we're gonna add in a remaining 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 60 grams. Just sprinkle it in as it mixes. I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of salt. We wanna have some flavor here, and the salt is really gonna amp that up with the garlic and the parmesan and the butter. Sprinkle that in. Everything's added in. I'm gonna increase my speed to medium right now and mix this for about 6 minutes until it is nice and smooth. Actually, I want you to see the difference. So right now, this dough has no elasticity. Look at this. Oh my God, why did I do that? It's also wet. Anyways, so this is not silky smooth. It's kind of like a train wreck. It's not come together. It's really, really, really sticky, and it's not very stretchy. So we're gonna knead this and let the flour like hydrate and pick up a lot of that water and also develop the gluten. So 6 minutes on medium. Wash your hands. Okay, about 6 minutes later. Do you see this difference? Look, it's sticky, but it's not sticking to my fingers. So it's like a tacky dough. It's not as sticky as before when it was like all over the place. And it is so stretchy and silky. It's very smooth, and you can see it's still clinging to the beater. So I know that it's ready to rise. Grab a big bowl, and I'm actually just gonna use the little bit of butter that didn't get poured out to grease this up. One of my favorite dinners is just like soup with a great bread, maybe a glass of wine, and that's like, I'm set. But a lot of people think soup just isn't substantial enough to be a meal. But with the proper side, like these breadsticks, all of a sudden things are different, and it really just makes the meal perfect. This delicious dough needs to rise for about 45 minutes or until it's doubled in size in a nice, warm, cozy place. So sticky, it does not want to leave its bowl. If you're looking for a warm, cozy place, just either turn your oven light on and leave it in there, or sometimes I'll let my oven warm up to 100 degrees, turn it off, and then pop my bread in. So it's like, it's got a nice cozy place to hang out. Loosely cover with a damp towel. And now this goes in to rise, and when we come back, it'll be big and beautiful. 45 minutes later, it's nice and cozy in this bowl. Take a look. It's huge. This is a massive pile of dough. It smells amazing, but now it's time to punch it down, divide it, shape, bake, etc. Let's go. Ooh, before I do that, let's preheat our oven to 400 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna use my spatula to get this out of the bowl because I can tell it's gonna be a little bit stuck. I was stingy with my butter for once. Lightly flour your surface. I'm gonna dump this out. Gonna flour the top because I learned my lesson. So the challenge, this is so nice and warm. The challenge right now is to divide this into 12 equal pieces. So I shaped it into a rectangle, and now I'm gonna divide that in two for 6 pieces. Math lesson. Divide that into 2 for 4 pieces. And now we're gonna divide each of those 4 into 3 pieces for 12. Oh my gosh, if your kid is trying to learn times tables or factoring right now, make some breadsticks. That's all I gotta say. If you watch this channel, you know I used to be a math and science teacher, and I so often wish I could just transport back and have a little kitchen in my classroom for practical lessons. 12 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Oh my gosh, if it was wrong, I'd be so sad. Now for the fun part, you're gonna grab each of these pieces one at a time and roll it into a 9-inch rope. So on your lightly floured surface, just give it a little stretch, give it a little roll, and just be gentle with it. Lay each of these onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. You want about 2 inches of space between each breadstick because they are gonna rise a little bit more and puff up. I'm using 2 large rimmed baking sheets for this. And just continue that process. This is 9 inches long, so I'm just looking for them to be that big. And by the way, these are not made in a factory breadsticks. They're homemade. They could be a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, a little bit fatter, a little bit skinnier. Don't worry if they don't look perfect. They're gonna be delicious. Okay, I'm just arranging the last one on my baking sheet right now. I'm gonna cover these loosely and let them rise for about 30 minutes until they're noticeably puffed. 30 minutes later, my breadsticks are nicely puffed, the oven's nice and hot, so we're gonna pop these in for 12 to 17 minutes or until they're golden and beautiful. In the meantime, we're gonna make a delicious butter for them. I want our breadsticks to be amazing, so while they bake up, let's make a delicious garlic butter. I'm smashing 2 cloves of garlic. If you want though, you could definitely just use half a teaspoon of garlic powder and call it a day. I can just never say no to fresh garlic. All right, we're gonna mince this up. Garlic, salt, butter, parsley, yes. These are a few of my favorite things. I melted about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Add the garlic right into the warm butter. I want about half a teaspoon of salt. If you wanted to use salted butter, you could totally do that and just add like a pinch less if desired. I also grabbed a handful of parsley from the garden, gave it a good wash, and I'm gonna mince that up too. This goes in too. And now we're just gonna give it a little bit of a mix. And when your breadsticks come out of the oven, brush it on. Magic. As soon as your breadsticks come out of the oven, it's time to coat them in everything delicious. But first, I just wanna show you really quickly. This is bottom center, but just a little bit lower in the oven. Light on top, golden on the bottom. 1 rack above, golden on top, light on the bottom. So these are both actually equally baked and delicious, but this looks slightly different just in case you panic once you get them baked. Okay, right now we're gonna brush our hot breadsticks with that melted butter, and then we're going to grate some Parmesan right on top. If you have pre-grated Parmesan, just sprinkle over as liberally as you like. It's like crisp on the outside, pillowy soft on the inside, and you get smacked with flavor from the garlic and parsley and Parmesan. Oh my gosh. I hope you had a chance to make this recipe, and if you like this video, check out my bread playlist.